Good morning, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Right about now, this brisk morning, it's cold. We've got a cold front here in Georgia. I'm wearing my heat gear, my cold freezing gear, whatever you want to call it, and freeze out gear, and on my way to Breman, Georgia to look at some handlebars for the Harley, 12-inch handlebars, and I'm gonna get them installed, and it's going to be a first-time experience for me. So this is going to be a first look, first experience on the handlebars. But I was supposed to leave early, but it was way too cold and it was dark, so the sun's just coming out. Good time to leave. Other than that, let's hit the road.
Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now.
Guys, on to Breman, Georgia, or Breman, Georgia, however you pronounce it. Man, it is cold. What is the, can't even tell what the temperature is, but I think it's 50 degrees, which doesn't sound like much, but when you're on a motorcycle, I tell you, that 50 degrees feels even colder. So 5,000 mile, guys, let me tell you, you know, there was not a single glitch I had with this bike crossing 5,000 miles. Not a single glitch. So I bought this bike from Tennessee, and I've never ridden a road glide before, never ridden a street glide before. Heck, I've never ridden a touring bike Harley before. This is the first time I have ever owned a touring Harley. I mean, the first Harley I had was a Sportster. The second was a V-Rod Muscle. If you guys remember those, they stopped making those now. And this is my third Harley. And between those other Harleys, I've bought many different bikes. You know, sports bikes, sport touring bikes, different bikes I've owned that are not Harley. So I came back to this, and let me just say, I immediately got used to it. I was so intimidated, can you believe it, that I never even did a test ride of the bike to see if I like it or not. I just loved the look of this bike so much, and what it had to offer. I chose this bike, never had ridden it before. The moment I rode it out of the dealership, I was like, man, this is so comfortable. This is nothing. I don't know what people are talking about. Because my fear was that, hey, I can't see the road, you know, and this fairing is too far away. Look, my hand is stretched out. In my normal seating position, I can't even reach there. So yeah, I have to come up a little bit to reach this. But the best part is, you don't have to touch it. Anything you want to do on there, you can control with these toggle switches right here on the handlebar. So you don't need to touch the screen. I rode out of the dealership, no glitch, no issues, nothing at all. Rode it for 900 miles, I think, real quick. Wow, check out the water levels, man. They are risen up. Yeah, it's been raining here for the past 7 days straight. It's just crazy. It's the first time we've seen sunshine. And yeah, no glitch. 1,000 miles came up, and I had my 1,000 mile service done, and no issues. Everything was fine from the dealership. They said nothing out of the ordinary. They just did their checks, did the oil change, and that was it. I think in about 4.5 months, I rode 5,000 miles, came up right around just a little over 4 months. So, you know, that to me, that's a lot. I don't even ride that much, but that's quite a bit for just local riding and not, you know, taking a road trip somewhere. And because, you know, when I had my previous bike, I thought I was riding that a lot, and in 10 months or 11 months I only had 6,000 miles on there. So 5,000 miles in 4.5 months, and it's been problem free. I don't even know what to tell you. So yeah, I mean, that's the extent of the excitement of this 5,000 mile you know, quick review on the road glide, because there's nothing to report. It has been going flawlessly, knock on wood. Anyway, on to KST Kustoms, and let's see what the handlebar looks like. Alright guys, welcome back. We are here. This is the KST Kustoms main shop right here in Breman, Georgia. So they've got a pretty big operation, and it goes all the way down there as well. And finally made it. Man, it was a cold ride. I'll tell you one thing, I'll be so happy when I have these heated grips installed, because I need it. I definitely needed it this morning. I was getting cold everywhere. Woo! So I can't wait for these grips to be installed and these new handlebars. But I'm gonna go through and show you the place where they're gonna be working, and we're gonna talk to a person named Red just real quick about the process, and then I'll get out of his way, and then we can see our bars being when they're installed. This is the big Red right here, getting some new gloves and handlebars. And this is Red right here. I've been speaking with him over the phone. Really nice guy. Thanks for giving me the time, Red.
Absolutely.
He explained everything to me over the phone very nicely. And for those of you who don't know what KST Kustoms is, I mean, for those very few, just real quick, tell them what you guys do and what you guys offer and what you guys do here.
We are technically a tube manufacturer. Our big thing is handlebars for Harleys and Indians, but we do a lot of other tubular products. We make everything here in-house. It's all American made. But yeah, we all are hands-on on our product. We love doing installs. It keeps us in check on our quality. The fitment's good, and we're putting out a good product for our customers.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, for those of you who don't know who KST Kustoms is, this is what they do. They're very popular. Just about every Harley that I've seen, well, not every, but a lot of the Harleys I've seen have KST bars on them. So, but that's interesting. I never thought that you guys were actually a tube manufacturer first, which makes sense, right?
Yep.
I always thought you just made handlebars, but it is a tube manufacturing process, isn't it?
It is.
So is there anything else you do besides the bars, or just the bars?
For the motorcycle industry, it's just the handlebars. We played around with doing some of the crash bars, highway bars, but this didn't really take off. We didn't market it real good.
And I'll tell you guys, I went to like a couple of different places, and what they told me, how long it's going to take and what they're going to charge me, I almost had a heart attack. But I'll tell you one thing, these guys are very reasonable. You guys need to give them a call, especially Red, and they'll definitely charge you a fair amount, which you'll notice is going to be much better than what you find out there, especially the dealership. The dealership is no use going to the dealership. So
it's good money for us. It's fair to the customer.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
A lot of people knock us on our prices being too low, but at the end of the day, it's good money for us, and it works out good for us.
Absolutely. No, I appreciate it. Right, let them know where they can reach you in case they're looking for handlebars.
You can go to our website. We have a little contact us page where you can send an email in. That'll go to myself or Brett. Our phone number's on there as well. Call us. Our cell phone numbers are on there. A lot of people, that blows them away. We may not answer in the late hours of the night, but call us, leave us a message if you need any assistance. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, multiple different ways you can reach out to us.
Yeah, no, for sure. Thank you, Red. And guys, listen, if you're close to this area, come down here. They'll take care of you. I was an hour and 20 minutes away, and it was 48 degrees in the morning, but I came here because I really like.
You're the third one this morning.
Really, I'm the third one at 9:20. At 9:20. I mean, that means they open up at 6 as well. So
We had one come up from Panama City Beach, and then one from Forest Park, Atlanta.
Wow. So I was the closest one then.
But we also do a lot of events. We have an events tab on the website as well. You can catch us at an event, you know, if you're not local to Georgia. Coming up, we have Biketoberfest in Daytona.
Nice.
Thunder Beach in Panama City.
That's right. That's coming up in the 19th of October or something like that, right? Yeah.
Myrtle Beach next week. And
Myrtle Beach next week.
Galveston in first week of November.
Awesome. And it's KSTKustoms.com, right?
That's it. Customs with a K.
All right. Customs with a K. Thank you very much, Brad. I appreciate it. All right, guys. We're not gonna take too much time here. We're gonna give them their space, but they're installing the handlebars here, and then we'll see you right after. All right, guys. First impression. It is way different. It is different than the stock handlebar that I've gotten used to in the last 4.5 months, 5 months. That's for sure. And that is for the better. Let me just make that clear, that I absolutely feel that this position of my wrists are a heck of a lot better than what the stock offered me. Now, yes, my arms are raised up and I feel like I'm pushing forward, and I think I could probably adjust them a little bit more towards me, but I think I'll leave it because when I get my seat, I've ordered a road sofa heated seat, so when I get that, it's gonna raise me up a little bit, maybe bring me forward. I'm not sure. I didn't get the short, you know, reach or extended. I just got the standard one, so it's gonna raise me up, so that might work out all right. But yeah, for now, yeah, this is something to get used to. Your arms are definitely wide, that's for sure. So yeah, the stock handlebars would have been like right down to here. So this is where the stock handlebars were. Their pull on those were like back here, and what I did was, if you can see, my wrists on the stock handlebars were like angled this way, and when you're doing a lot of curve riding or after some time, that would just hurt a lot. And these, you know, from this position brings my wrist out a little bit straight. These one definitely stretch me out and make me sit up straight. Like that's something. So this is not where I can just kind of lay back and ride, you know, just kind of lean back a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I can adjust these bars to come back a little bit, but for now I'm gonna leave them here. They're pretty much straight. The way they were a little bit further back. My elbows were locked up, so the guy said that your elbows shouldn't be locked up. So we pulled them back a little bit where they weren't locked up, and I felt comfortable in that position right there. So when I looked at it, the alignment of the bars is the same as the fork. That really doesn't mean anything, but that's a good indicator for me where I am right now. And if I need to pull them back a little, I can pull them back. The guy who was installing it said that was going to be easy. That's not difficult. So I'm going to leave them here for now. First impression, I absolutely love the angle of the grips. So they are outwards. If you know what I'm trying to say, they are not inward like this. Yeah, they're not like inwards like this. So I like the feel of the handlebars because they straighten out my wrist. Now the only, and you know, I was afraid that these bars are going to be, you know, too far apart where it's gonna, like, you know, mess with my shoulder blades. But no, they're a couple of inches wider than the stock handlebar. That's it. And yeah, I mean, I feel good. It's just something to get used to, though. I'll tell you right now, if you've never had you know, anything other than stock handlebars, it is different. I don't want to scare you guys because I don't want to scare you guys by saying it is different and not giving you a definitive, like, wow, awesome. Let me tell you, the bars look awesome. The placement of my wrist, awesome. I love it. I mean, this is where I feel the most comfortable. Now, a lot of people would have gone 14 to make it completely, like, you know, up here. straight. I went with 12-inch bars, and I'll be honest with you, for me 12 inches of the height on the bars is plenty. And these are 1 1/4 diameter, so if you were to put a measuring tape around it, they're just it's almost 4 inches all the way around. So these work great. All I have to do is get used to them in the next few days, next couple of weeks maybe, and then decide if I want to pull them back a little bit close to me or not. But I feel it should be all right, because once I get the road sofa seat, it's going to raise me up a little bit, so I think it should be all right. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of this handlebar, and also let me know what you guys are rocking on your Harley Davidson, because there's so many options out there that it's just sometimes it gets confusing, you know, which bars to get. In the beginning, I was almost against this you know, these kind of bars that shape like this, and I call it the music composer bar, you know, because the music composer is always going like this. But you know what, they look good, they look good. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Please don't forget to hit that like button, and definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. Until next time, ride safe.